Hi everyone, welcome back to BeRich. It's me and Anand again. I managed to pull him in today, and I thought we'll talk about this article which I read in Financial Times. It's the essence of the article. What it says is that America's biggest problem is just not inflation. That the main issue in America today is the breakdown of the social contract. And in the social contract in the United States has always been that if you work hard, you can somehow scrape it and make it. And you can make it big. That if you work hard enough. And what the article outlines is saying that yes, inflation has been going up, prices have been ticking up, but what's happened is mainly the reason is there has been a lack of income growth in the middle class and especially in the lower income. Before the government used to give temporary fixes, even Trump has offered one a $2,000 check or a stimulus check and this and that. But the article argues saying these things are temporal and they don't really seem to be fixing the problem of income and wages trying to keep pace. And this, unless this is sorted, we are not going to have major change in American fabric of American society. And the article goes on to say that what we are seeing in the United States now is not, a situation which has suddenly cropped up. It's been building up, and what we see are symptoms that we have, cynicism, distrust of institutions, and this polarization is mainly that Americans feel that they cannot somehow, no matter how hard they work, manage to scrape a little more than they deserve. So, Anand, do you think this is true? That one of the major problems in the United States, more than inflation, is that there's really been no wage growth.
It is not only in the United States. It's true of Europe, it's true of India. Across the world, the salaries have not kept up with inflation, which is a major problem. Especially this has started around 2012-13, post the great financial crisis. The productivity of people has not gone up along with the speed at which the economy has grown. This is because the economy has been financialized. That means more and more money has been printed and it has been repressed. To stop the money from flowing into people's hand, the banks are only lending it to the rich. So what has happened is the rich, because of financial gymnastics, not because of any great innovation, have got more and more and more and more wealthy, and they have been allowed to do privy to several deals, private equity. They have leveraged money, they have bought assets, and there has been huge asset inflation which has led to more wealth for the wealthy. And also, what has happened? Social media has allowed these wealthy to flaunt the wealth, so that the middle class and the upper middle class can see the very rich flaunting the wealth. And how much ever they try, they are not able to catch up with the
Well,
rich.
yes.
And also, what has happened is several jobs have become obsolete.
Yes.
And because people have been trained and skilled to do a job, it's very easy to say you retrain. But somebody who has spent 15, 20 years doing a job, you cannot ask him to retrain.
Yes, it's impossibly hard.
You cannot. So these jobs have been lost and they are not being able to be competitive. And these jobs have not been replaced by high quality jobs. So the economy is growing. There's a rust belt in America where manufacturing has died. But the American economy has done well because your San Francisco and California and all that IT corridor has done so well. Like Apple has done very well, but Apple employs very little people in America
Yes.
and has made an outsized contribution to American economy. Google cannot replace manufacturing,
No.
right? Google is employing a lot of people. So basically, what has happened is your technology and financialization of corporates has meant that people leverage and put money into assets, and there is an asset price inflation.
Correct.
And the upper middle class and the lower middle class are not able to participate in it because manufacturing has died, journalism has died, writing and other things have died. So all these have made sure writing skills have died. So
This has been
these
accelerated now in the last year because of AI, even more. It was happening before,
yeah,
like you said,
yeah,
but
journalists are yet to find a job. Suddenly, the rise of YouTube has meant that At least in India, the TV journalism is dead.
Yes.
So basically, there is no revenue generating mechanism. Like with the rise of Netflix and other OTT channels, soap operas are also not doing as well as what they were doing before.
True.
Soap operas and dramas are doing well in the this thing
OTT.
OTT platform, not in TVs. People are
No.
not watching
You're absolutely right.
serials and soap operas in TV. They rather watch it on the internet. So that means budgets have shrunk, right? So it is demanding more and more efficiency, and this efficiency is coming at the cost of the salary of the middle class and
The lower middle
the
class.
lower middle class.
So I have a question. Then this wage stagnation which we are seeing, is it simply a cyclical thing? Will it change due to automation, AI? Something will happen and it will change, or do you think this is a structural thing which
Well,
something is
it is
wrong?
a structural thing because you have started to create money at will. There is no discipline. So if you have to rebalance the relationship between capital and labor, capital has got too much of a good thing going for it. Owners of capital are profiting and labor is not profiting. So labor, there is land, capital and labor in any economy. The value of land and the value of labor has come down and the value for capital has gone up. So the guy who has the capital is profitable, is profiteering, and the guy who is supplying the labor is getting a lesser share of the economy.
Correct.
So he needs to get a greater share of the economy. How to do that? I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
But that is what is exactly
That's where the
lacking.
problem lies.
That is exactly where the problem is.
Okay.
With the rise of bipedal robo, even more workers will lose their jobs.
Correct.
So how will you employ them?
Okay. So government always seems to be thinking that some kind of huge spending sorts it out, like lower drug prices, cheaper mortgages, subsidizing energy. But all this requires, money.
All
And
that requires money, and you don't want to tax the rich, especially in America and
correct.
India. You don't want to tax the rich. You want to give the benefits to the rich,
Yeah. Then
and then you want to give some subsidies to the poor.
yeah.
So the government deficit will go up, and so the
But this is not sustainable, right? This kind of,
yeah, but it is sustainable as long as it lasts
like you say, till the music stops,
till
till
the
the
music
punch
stops,
bowl is removed.
till the punch bowl is removed. See, there is a company called MicroStrategy in America, who's supposedly a software company, but his only business is to hold to bitcoins. So he's issued equity and borrowed capital to buy bitcoins.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. So every time bitcoin goes, that stock price goes up. There's a positive feedback loop.
Yes.
You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely. The FOMO, just
But
keeps on
he is bought using all his money.
Yeah.
He's become a vehicle to own leveraged bitcoin.
Yeah.
You have debt and equity owning bitcoins. Now there are 100 companies in America which are trying to do the same thing. So where is the productivity?
Yeah. I read recently an article which was talking about AI, not saying if AI is useful or not. He's saying yes, AI will definitely be useful. But when it comes to a question of earnings, the kind of projection they're looking at, they're saying every single iPhone user, Netflix account will have to pay almost $150 a month till
Nobody is going to.
perpetuity to justify the price which they're asking for in the market.
But I'm just going to ask you one thing. If codes can be generated by AI, why do you need entry level software engineers?
Correct.
So where will you employ them?
Correct. So these are the kind of problems which we are facing
So
with.
the balance between labor and capital has been settled in favor of capital and away from labor in the last 20
That's why there
years.
is hatred towards capitalism,
That
right?
is why there is a hatred towards capitalists.
Capital is sorry.
But the idea is, in your anger against the rich, you vote for Trump, who does more favors for the rich.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's very true. Anyway, so I hope that kind of gave you a clarity on what the situation we are in right now, the conundrum we are in. This is just not something that simply can be voted away. We as a society, as a species, has to think about this long and hard. And like Anand says, these things is a structural issue. These things cannot just be wished away or paid away or borrowed away. That we have to really fundamentally look at the way we work with each other and we treat each other. So anyway, this is a different video from our usual videos which we do. This is not anything related to a company or a stock specific news. This is more about macroeconomics and history and a bit of philosophy mixed into it. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow with another one. Thank you for being with
Thank you
BeRich.
for supporting BeRich.